I mean, it is. Oh my god. I'm not sure either of them are going to survive. Generic intro in the Duck Goesmoo here. Back with another episode, or 2 episodes of Red vs. Blue. Today we're watching Season 14, Episode 12 and 13, because Michael Space Zombie put together a list of how I should watch Season 14 because of how the episodes are really, really different. It'll go back to normal once we get into Season 15. If you want to find my reaction to the last video, which was the longest ever Red vs. Blue video I've ever done, you can check that out up there. It'll also be linked down below in the description. Also be in a playlist on the channel. That video, which was these three, 9, 10, 11, with Locust and Felix, phenomenal. Phenomenal. I wish that was like a spin-off series. I wish that was a series. Just Felix and Locust, or Locust and Felix, or whatever. That would be amazing if it was, they made a spin-off series with that style and with those characters and just them doing their thing. I would love that. That was a really long episode. This one's only going to be 12 and 13. 13 is apparently a death battle, which I think I have seen death battles. Is that like when they take like heroes from other, or not, I don't even know if it's heroes, like characters from like video game worlds or movies, and they kind of like put them in a fight together and they like analyze like their strengths and like do all the math and stuff. And they put them into a fight and they like kind of animate it together. Because if that's what death battle is, my cousin showed me a couple, like probably close to 7 years ago, I'd say 7 or 8 years. So I don't know anything. I've never watched it on my own time. It was just videos that he was like, oh yeah, you know this character? Oh yeah, you know this character? And now watch them fight. Or he just liked the math of it because he's a nerd. But I don't know what episode 12 is going to be. Fight the good fight. I don't know. Looks like a training episode. But I'm excited for some more Red vs. Blue, and I hope you are too. We just hit 17,000 subscribers. We're at like 17,200 plus now, which is insane. Everybody was talking about the whole duck tattoo at 100K if for 2020. I don't know. It might happen. If that happens, which I don't think it's going to, that's still the price, I guess. But I've been loving Red vs. Blue, and I just really hope you all are. Season 14 has been great. I know a lot of people like Season 14. Season 15, not so much. Apparently, I think Season 16 was bad, and 17 was trying to make up for 16, I think. I think 15 was rushed, is what people said. So, I don't know. I don't know what's in store for me. I'm going to watch it all. I know some of you have already, well, some people have already left the series and are not watching anymore. Some of you are still watching through no matter what, and some of you are watching it for the first time with me. So I appreciate those people willing to take a chance on me. I appreciate the patrons down below and all the people that tune into my videos day in and day out. We're gonna get through this whole coronavirus thing. I just did a Red vs. Blue PSA, the first batch that should have gone up on Thursday. For some reason, one of the like a minute and a half segment of that video was like blocked. It's really weird. Just like one segment of the video was getting the entire thing blocked. I don't know. It's really weird. This intro's gone on for long enough. My intros have been really long recently. So let's get on into episode 12 and 13.
This video presented by
Bernie.
the latest Rooster Teeth documentary, The World's Greatest Head Massage, an ASMR Journey. Available
Oh god,
now for Rooster
I've been seeing
Teeth
way
First
too many
members.
memes with that.
Start your free
face
30-day trial
mask
now
thing.
at roosterteeth.com.
Can't go to, I don't know if that's India or not. Can't go to India. India's on lockdown. That'd be bad.
You know,
Vic.
Project Delos Freelancer really nailed it when it came to building two armies worth.
I'm gonna need some captions because why in the world would they be turned off?
Because we had such convincing propaganda. But I'm pretty sure there's just that many stupid people in the universe.
Looking at you, Karen. Buying all the toilet paper. Freelancer recruitment.
You joined the military to help fight off the alien scourge.
Scourge.
You were told that
What
joining
funny
the
word.
military would keep your fellow man safe.
The what?
But what you weren't told is that your fellow man could very well be our real enemy.
Is that helmet on backwards?
And
that person
they're
walking away?
already here. Every day, hiding in plain sight, blue conspirators conspire against us. Our way of life. Our very freedom.
What a criminal.
But not all is lost. Military intelligence has been gathering information on the enemy, and after months of analyzing and planning, have come up with a way to combat the
Small
true
brain weak upper body, tiny
blue
evil.
enemy. To combat this blue enemy, the military has formed a strike force, codenamed
Let me guess, there's a red one
Team.
too.
This team is comprised of only the most elite soldiers, those willing to do what it takes to eliminate the blue bastards.
But that one's
These
yellow.
red commandos are familiarizing themselves with the military's newest and best equipment. Just ask this fine soldier here.
The
What's your
Sarge.
name and rank, soldier?
Sarge,
And your name?
I just told
Sarge.
you. Are you slow or something, son?
Right. Well then, let's continue. So, Sarge, what's that fine piece of hardware you have there?
Oh, this here is the M90 shotgun. 8-gauge Magnum rounds, chrome-lined
8-gauge?
barrel, and glow-in-the-dark sights. There are many like it, but this one, she's mine.
That's a fine piece of hardware.
And don't even think about touching her
I wasn't
Hands off.
going to.
or looking at her.
Like a
I
stripper.
can see you looking.
I'm sorry?
Oh, you can look at
Skippy
strippers.
Dirtbit.
Whoa! Looks like Sarge had to go off on a super secret mission against the vile blue team. Back to that high-speed gear.
I like how they cut
Let's
into
check
blue
in with
sound.
another fine red soldier.
Dude, she is so hot. You know, I don't feel really comfortable looking at this with you. Dibs. Damn it.
How
Dibs.
goes it, gents?
Ah, I swear I just found it. Don't tell Sarge.
Those
I was only
tattoos.
holding it for Lopez. Wait a second, who are you? What are you doing with that camera?
We're with the Red Command Military Intelligence, and we're here to film you, fine soldiers so you can tell the galaxy about the thrilling lifestyle of the Red Army.
It sucks.
Sucks. Everything's red. We don't need...
Okay, well, what about all the top-notch military equipment
Griff
you and your
just
men
gets
are using
hooked
to
off
fend
screen.
off the Blue Scourge?
Well, we have a robot that speaks Spanish, and I guess that's helpful. Or, well,
Robot
I mean,
expert.
it really doesn't help us.
What about that heavy hitter you've got there, soldier?
Why did you just hand me this?
Care to tell us what it's like to hold liberty in the palm of your hand?
I can keep the rocket launcher, right?
Sure.
Then shit, yeah. What do you need, camera guy?
Let's start with your name.
Dexter Griff.
Did
Rocket
you just get
expert.
bribed?
Why'd you give it to him?
All right, Griff. What's your rank here at Blood Gulch Outpost number 1?
They call me Sergeant.
What do you want, Griff?
Who was...
Nah, just ignore him. He can't handle that we're both the same rank now that Simmons
Yeah.
and I are being transferred.
Wait, no,
over
I
to
thought
Rat's Nest.
Sarge got promoted to colonel.
Well, Sergeant,
What do you want?
Griff, mind telling us a little about that rocket launcher you have there and how it's helping to combat the enemy?
This thing? You just gave it to me. And again, why not give it to me? You know, I don't like your tone, Private. Oh, yeah?
Don't,
Well, I don't
don't.
like your anything, Sergeant. No!
Do not sass me, Private. I quit bleeding all over my base.
Could you please just talk about fighting the Blues?
Who?
No.
Oh, you mean Tucker and those guys? Are we back to hating them again? I thought everything was cool since the whole alien thing with the freelancer.
All right, turn it off!
Yeah, okay, yep, kill it.
Boy, looks like those high-speed troops sure are busy on super
This is
secret
director's
missions.
cut.
Now, you might be asking yourself, if you've already got all these tip-top soldiers, why do you need me? Easy. While our red soldiers are keeping the enemy at bay, military intelligence has found that the... gentlemen,
But I told her I had a sniper rifle. She's expecting me to bring it.
Gentlemen,
I don't care what you told Griff's sister. I am not letting you take my sniper rifle on your imaginary date. It's not imaginary. She's totally into me.
will you please just focus?
Kill the Blues.
Who are you again? For the last time, we are the same rank. The pain.
Blue, red, blue. Traitors are alien sympathizers. Ugh, disgusting.
Magazine's on the floor. I don't
They
feel like
even
picking
hate
it up.
our very own children.
I hate babies.
He
You-
did say that.
Exceptional soldiers have been handpicked by your commanders to join Red Team. Join and be a part of the team that is making a difference.
Oh, those are the zealots,
Do
wasn't
you
it?
want to drive a warthog?
Join the red
That's a
team.
Puma.
Do you want to see new and exciting places?
Join the red team.
Do you want to be where the action is?
Join the red team.
Caboose, get
Caboose.
out of here.
Okay.
So if you think you're lean enough, and if you think you're mean enough, and if you want to send those blue heathens back to the hell they came from,
Sign me
then
up.
do your part and accept the invitation to Red Team.
Sign me up.
No, seriously. Are we really not cool with the Blues anymore?
Fuck it. Fuck it. We'll fix it in post.
Ow, just hit my face. I just hit my face. Oh god. Who's ready to fight some blues? Let's go to episode 13. Unlucky number 13. Here's a magazine, if you're wondering. Yes, I picked that up
Who
on my
would
feet.
win in a fight? Now, if that's not the most popular question asked around Project Freelancer, I don't know what is. Oh, no, wait. It'd probably be, hey, where do these AI keep coming from? Or, have you noticed that we're looking pretty evil lately? Anyway, there's been plenty of action-packed
Self-awareness.
over the years, but we never really saw a matchup between two of our heaviest hitters, Carolina and the Meta. Let's see if we can do something about that.
Okay. The Meta versus Carolina. Dawn of awesome. It's going to be awesome. Oh god.
Hey. Yeah?
Don't.
You ever wonder who'd win in a fight between Carolina and the Meta?
Nice.
No. Only hopeless nerds on the internet care about that kind of
Simmons,
crap.
that's you.
Yeah? Why do you think I'm asking you? Come on, picture it. It'd be totally badass.
Well, yeah, I guess. Carolina would definitely win, though.
Bullshit. You're just picking her because you're scared of girls. Meta's way
Which
scarier.
meta are we
Hey,
talking?
throw
With all the
a warthog
AI?
at me.
Oh, I didn't realize scariness was the deciding factor in a fight to the fucking death. Genius. Hey, Reds!
If it's
What are
all
you
the
talking
AI,
about?
then Meta would
Oh,
win.
Griffith just asking what would happen if Carolina and Meta fought.
By who?
One another.
Without
who?
the AI,
What?
Carolina.
Just ignore it.
Oh, you mean death battle. I mean, sure. Oh, awesome! Hang on.
Surprised
I
it
know
wasn't
some
like
smart
a
people that
team.
can help. Be right back.
Where is he
Do you have
going?
any idea what he's talking about?
No, but I do know that you're still fucking wrong.
Okay, I'm back.
That was fast.
Yep, I call command and they get two of their best scientists fighting people to help us. Their best.
Who?
Really?
They have scientists fighting
And
people.
that's how you write your name in buckshot. All right, enough screwing around.
Wiz.
We've got a job to do. Oh, fine.
Boomstick.
I think you're forgetting that
These are the actual death battle guys.
Step up from incompetent.
They sent us donut.
I rest my case.
Introducing Cheese and Broomstick! It's Wiz and Boomstick.
Just
Wow, those are the dumbest names I've ever heard.
Franklin Delano Donut.
And I retract my previous statement.
Yeah, well,
Poor
you've got
donut.
the dumbest face I've ever seen.
I thought you were supposed to be smart. I'm wearing a helmet.
Oh my god, me too! Alright, so how you guys do this? You just like draw names out of a hat? Cast some chicken bones around?
It's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Why did you say it like that?
it was like wasn't it like Screw Attack or
Just
something?
watch.
Oh god. This isn't red versus blue at all.
Before
That
there
is.
was Red versus Blue, there was Project Freelancer. The Freelancers were highly trained soldiers with experimental weaponry
that
and a
fight.
mission so secret, not even they knew what it was.
Kinda stupid in hindsight, but these were true soldiers. The biggest and strongest of them all was Agent Maine.
How tall was
Maine
Maine?
was the muscle of the team, relying on his brute
Seven?
strength, wrestling styles, and his unwavering ferocity to intimidate and crush
Give me a
his
size up.
foes.
While he likes carrying an M6G Magnum pistol into battle, he really likes a certain alien
artificial-
grenade launcher
okay.
he stole.
Good
the
lord.
Type 25 grenade launcher, aka the Brute Shot.
I love that gun.
I mean, seriously, look at this thing. It's got a blade and can fire up to 4 rounds in 3 seconds.
Yeah, red fire is up
Shall
there.
we?
Hey, that's mine! Give it back!
That's a growth shot guy.
Ah! Ah!
Yeah. Look at how he
Well, in
ragdolled.
conclusion, I love this thing.
Me
So
and
the
you
guy
both
was a
Boomstick.
badass fighter. Too bad Project Freelancer ended up turning him into a monster.
Long story short, the director of Project Freelancer received a rare artificial intelligence for testing.
The
This is like a
director
recap for the
imagined
people
an
that
army of
watch
super soldiers paired
Death
with
Battle but
AIs,
haven't seen
he could
Red
only
versus
get the
Blue.
one.
Being the resourceful scientist he was, the director decided to torture the AI, forcing it to separate its raw emotions into multiple personalities to save itself. These personalities were captured as individual AI fragments and paired with different freelancers. Trust me, that's science.
Maine was given Sigma, the AI fragment representing ambition and creativity. And apparently being creative means you're fucking evil.
Desperate to gather his fellow AI fragments and reform into a perfect AI, Sigma manipulated and brainwashed Maine, turning him into the murdering psychopath known as the Meta.
the Meta went on a rampage, betraying his fellow freelancers and stealing their AIs. He was like the Predator, but bigger, meaner, and with tons of overpowered equipment.
His domed energy shield
Predator.
creates a nigh-impregnable force field.
It can block bullets, explosions, and even shells from tanks. Allow us to demonstrate.
Oh, who's in the tank? Is it gonna be?
Here's
Why
Griff
is-
inside an energy shield.
Yeah, so?
And here's a tank operated by Caboose.
And what could go wrong? Oh, shit.
Wait,
Firing
but they're not in the
hole
same
in
team.
one.
Firing the hole in one.
Let's
What
try
happens when
that
the shield
again,
goes
Blue
away?
buddy.
Yes, sir, Captain Touchpad. Huh?
Uh-oh.
Wait, it ran out of gas!
Bye-bye, Griff.
Now, if the energy shield had been there,
Sergeant
Griff
like
would have been
this.
fine.
Wow! Science is fun. I've said it for years!
As if that weren't enough, the Meta's active camouflage turns him practically invisible. His strength boost enhancement grants him, well, super strength. And most impressively, his
And he was
temporal
already
distortion device can slow time to a crawl.
He can turn invisible and stop time? This guy sounds unstoppable.
Unfortunately, running so much equipment alongside so many AI fragments consumes a lot of power. But that hasn't stopped him from killing several freelancers and stealing 7 other AIs.
Not to mention, the dude can take a hit and keep on
30
going.
plus
Even when that hit
9
is taking
shots to the
9
throat?
shots point blank to the neck.
Killed an armor soldier with
Man,
one
and
punch.
I thought my voice made my throat hurt. No wonder he never talks.
The only thing that could stop him was when a
Defeated
couple
tax.
of idiots stabbed him in the chest, tied him to a car, and threw that car off a cliff into the freezing ocean.
That didn't
Let's
even
be
kill
fair,
him, though.
Wiz. That's a pretty fucking hardcore way to go.
He died because of the puncture wounds. Like, oh.
Hey, wait a minute. Where'd you get all this footage? Have you been spying on us?
Don't worry about
No.
Leading the troops of Project Freelancer, Agent Carolina was supposedly the best of the best.
And then
She
Tech showed
commanded
up.
the team through many successful missions,
Dual name unknown
mastered
church.
several martial arts, and her top spot on the
34?
leaderboard seemed untouchable.
Until a mysterious stranger showed up out of the blue and ruined everything. But we'll get to that
Dex.
later.
Yeah.
Carolina carries a wider variety of weapons than most freelancers. Over the course of her career, she's favored the standard Magnum pistol, dual plasma rifles, a grappling hook which can operate in outer space,
Okay.
a humbler stun device which
Can
is basically
possess
a shot
others.
baton,
Love
and
it.
a long-range BR-55 battle rifle. It's not as flashy as a shotgun, but it's got an impressive range of over 3,000 feet.
What?
Ow!
3,000
It
feet?
just feels right.
Like many other freelancers, Carolina also possesses an AI companion. Several, actually, but for this matchup, we'll be focusing on the time she spent with Epsilon.
Okay,
the
so we
memory of
have
the original Alpha
Epsilon,
AI the
okay.
director fragmented. It's also known as Church. Like the other AI fragments, Epsilon experiences time 205 times slower than a human being, and therefore drastically speeds up Carolina's
pretty slow.
thoughts and reaction time.
Too bad
Ooh.
he's kind of an asshole. And by kind of,
And
I mean
dead.
that's basically his thing.
Guys, I'm an asshole.
In her post-freelancer career,
Ooh.
Carolina made it her mission to track down as much experimental armor equipment as possible. And let me tell you, she did a pretty damn good job. Like Maine, she managed to acquire the domed energy shield, but also picked up adaptive camouflage, a speed boost, and a healing unit.
Yep.
Unfortunately, just one AI fragment isn't enough to run all of this equipment at once.
So I imagine
In battle,
Epsilon's
if
gonna
Carolina's
fail
not
at some
careful,
point.
She can accidentally push Epsilon too far and essentially short-circuit him.
Yeah, for a leader, she's kind of hot-headed and super competitive. Like when Agent Texas joined the freelancer crew and started showing her up, Carolina
wrong.
started making a lot of stupid mistakes.
Yep.
There's a lot going on here. Turns out the director was Carolina's father all along, and Tex was actually the AI fragment memory of his deceased wife. Meaning Carolina's greatest rival for her father's approval was actually her own mother.
Clone of.
Wait, what? You're making that
Oh,
up.
they didn't know that.
Guys didn't know that? Well, pay attention.
Yeah, seriously, guys, it's like super obvious.
Huh. Suddenly everything
Oh yeah,
makes a
Caboose
lot more
knows he's
sense.
on a show.
Fuck, dude. Remember when all we used to do was stand around and talk?
Yeah, good
Remember
times.
the show was a
Good
comedy?
times.
Ow!
Still love this thing.
Regardless, Carolina is one tough woman. She's defeated several other freelancers, saved an entire planet from civil
York
war,
shark
and
face,
once
Felix
blocked the
Locust.
shockwave of a nuclear explosion.
She and Epsilon were even skilled enough to track down dear old Dad after he went into hiding just to help him kill himself. Jesus, that got dark real fast.
Yeah, that took a turn real quick.
I'm your true warrior.
Liar.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
It has,
time for
like,
a
the meta
damn
should win.
battle!
Like, unless he has power failure. But the same can be said for, oh, okay, so this is the fight. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad we get to see the meta. His growling. She'd be really good at soccer.
Time. Oh, yeah, just 0.03 milliseconds too slow. Looks like I'm picking the movie tonight.
Ugh. Can it not be another garbage action movie?
Oh, come on, they're hilarious. Everyone talks in one-liners and the plot's non-existent. It's like the characters are just there to beat the shit out of each other. Uh-oh.
What is it?
Sounds are approaching.
I think we're about to have company.
Name.
Not exactly.
Oh god.
Okay, if we win, you can totally pick the movie.
Nice. And we still get to see some church talk. Okay.
Not working!
Oh,
I can see that.
that's a 50 cal pistol. This is gonna get like hand-to-hand combat real quick. This must have taken forever to animate. When did she ever use that thing?
You sure you can't set that thing to kill? Just hold on!
Oh, super speed. Dear God. Why? Oh. And he's going invisible.
Church, where is he?
I'm on it. Scanning. You're
Too late. Oh, that would have been bad. He could just pull the breach shot, shoot her. Ooh. God, Maine is just... He's so big. Uh-oh. Oh!
Church, I need armor enhancement.
Which ones?
All of them.
That doesn't seem like a good idea.
Whoa!
Huh?
And he stopped time. Uh-oh.
Shit.
Epsilon knows exactly.
Damn it. Okay. Focusing on the healing unit. I got you. Carolina, can you hear me?
I don't think it's enough. And you're out of ammo. Oh, she actually hit him. He took 9 shots to the throat. It's gonna take more than that.
What the fuck?
I mean, it is. Oh my God! I'm not sure either of them are going to survive.
Hold up. Hey, so I know you're about to pummel her ginger face in and all, but you also only talk in grunts, so I'm just gonna say this one line for you, okay? Just this one time. Oh! Son of a bitch!
KO!
Okay.
Church,
Yeah?
no
Save.
action movies.
Okay.
Holy shit! I know! He did not even have a head under his helmet!
He was a ghost the whole time!
I told you!
Like Bruce Willis. Bullshit! Meta's stronger. He should have won.
What?
Not true, Griff. As the freelancer leaderboard proves,
Okay, explain.
strength isn't everything. Carolina's mastery of martial arts let her hold her own, and her use of equipment allowed her to match and even counter the metas. He may have gained an upper hand with his temporal distortion, but Carolina's healing unit quickly repaired damage done during the attack.
Even though the
That
meta had
fast?
all that powerful equipment, it drained his suit's energy way too fast. Carolina tried to use all of her equipment at once and failed. Luckily, she had Epsilon to change tactics and focus on recovery.
Which brings us to what is perhaps the most important factor of the fight, the relationship between Freelancer and artificial intelligence. The meta was brainwashed and manipulated by 8 different AI, effectively filling his head with an unintelligible mess of voices and commands. In contrast,
Unintelligible.
Carolina and Epsilon worked together as partners with a mutual trust, both capable of making judgment calls to make up for each other's weaknesses.
Whatever. I still say it should have been the meta.
Says the guy who can't tell the difference between a
I'm
car
sure
and
the
a
comment
Puma.
section.
I can tell the difference. It was a matter of comparison.
I'm sure the
meta
comment
just
section was
couldn't get
livid.
ahead of his competition.
The
Bad
winner
pun.
is Agent Carolina.
Barely.
Hey, what in Sam hell are you boys doing in here?
Hey, Sarge.
Fraternizing with the Blue Devil and a...
Hey, Duke. Who's this guy?
Who the hell are these dirtbags?
Whoa, easy there, sir. We're just here from command.
Hey,
He's
nice
blue, though.
shotgun. I like the cut of your jib.
Well, what do you know?
Oh, God.
Someone who has an eye for the finer things in life.
And they
Oh,
sound
you
similar.
better believe it.
You know, you remind me of someone. Almost like the son that I never wanted.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh.
I was about to say you're like the pappy I never had. When I was a kid, he ran out on us to join the army and never came back.
Huh.
Son?
Well, how about that? Time to move along, I guess. Nothing to see here. Doop, doop, doop. Doop, doop, doop. Doop, doop.
Well, that's a theory.
What a nice guy.
They all know. Alright. So that was a death battle. That was interesting. People have told me to watch death battles with certain characters, but I don't know, like, a lot of characters. So it would have to be characters from shows that I've watched, because apparently it would spoil stuff, because of how they go into, like, detail about where they've shown the skills that they use and taken to consideration during the fight. I thought I don't know. I mean, it's basically a coin flip. Like, if they fight 10 times, Carolina probably wins 6 out of 10. Maybe 5 out of 5. Who knows? They could go back and forth. I'm not sure it's a decisive victory every single time. It was a really close fight. I'm sure people in the comments of that video, I'm sure they pointed out every little thing. But I think the Screw Attack guys, they are Screw Attack, right? I think they are. I think they do a pretty good job at determining who wins. So I don't think people in the comments would still be too upset. Like, they do their due diligence. But I'm sure there's still people on the internet that think that their opinion means more than facts and observed knowledge. So, let me know what you thought of this death battle. If you thought Meta or Carolina should have won and why. I hope you're enjoying the videos. I hope you're taking precautions. Stay safe during all this corona that's going around right now. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed. And as always, cue the music.